All right, wow. So I'm a little bit behind in all this. There's been some movement in the NHL, some trades. There's a plethora of trade rumors. We got the draft coming up, and then free agency, and where do we start? So let's talk about the trade so far. We're going to go all the way back to June 6th when the Columbus Blue Jackets acquired Ivan Provorov from the Philadelphia Flyers. Three-team trade. They had LA in there as well. Philadelphia acquires Kyle Peterson, Sean Walker, Helge Grans, first round pick in the 2023 NHL draft, second round pick in 2024 NHL draft, and a conditional second round pick in the 2024 NHL draft. Okay, so cap dump for Philly because they're trash. LA acquires Kevin Connaughton, Hayden Hodgson, and 30% of Ivan Provorov's contract. Okay, and then Provorov goes to Columbus because Columbus needs another defenseman behind Zach Werenski on that left side. Provorov's a good defenseman, decent cap hit, and LA just needed space to sign Gavrikov, and Philadelphia is a dumpster fire and just says, how do we get last? Cool, let's take the goalie who is like an 800 save percentage, if that. Then Columbus goes, okay, we got a left-handed defenseman, let's get a right-handed defenseman. So they get Damon Severson from the New Jersey Devils in exchange for a third-round draft pick in 2023. And then he goes on and signs that massive extension. My buddy is a huge Columbus Blue Jackets fan, and he says he likes the deal for the first couple years, but that's how these big contracts work. First few years look good. Back third looks, that's what everyone is saying about John Tavares and the Toronto Maple Leafs anyway, but come on, the guy's still a point per game. Sure, he's not the fleetest of foot, but who is at 34, right? Still puts the puck in the net. Oh, wow. And then June 24th, Colorado acquired Ryan Johansson from the Nashville Predators in exchange for unrestricted free agent Alex Galchenyuk, and Nashville retains 50% of the salary. What a deal by Colorado. If I could get Ryan Johansson at $4 million for Alex Galchenyuk, oh, damn right I'm taking that. Wow. It's $500K. $500K more than Alex Kerfoot. In a heartbeat. Yeah, okay, he only had 28 points in 50-something games this year. 63 and 70-something last year. 26 goals last year. He only had like 12 this year, but still. And then that same day, Arizona making a splash, and they're actually picking a guy who can go in their lineup. Does he become like their top defenseman? Sean Durzi, former Toronto Maple Leaf, in the trade for Jake Muzzin. Still a great deal for both teams, by the way, for a second-round pick in 2024. Arizona, they're trying to get a rink. They've got some great young players. You got Cooley, you got Geeky. Who else do you have on that team? Gunther. And then you get Durzi in there. You got so many freaking draft picks. Of course you can give that up there. And then the Kings make that trade, shore up just under $2 million because why? The trade rumor. They want Dubois, and Dubois wants $9 million, and they're going to have to get rid of Iafallo, and they're going to have to get rid of Velarde and something else and give them that big deal, so they got to make cap space. Okay. And I guess you don't need him anymore. You signed Gavrikov. Then today, wow, massive. New Jersey acquired forward Shane Bowers from Boston for in exchange for Riley Walsh. Oh, sorry, reading the wrong one. Chicago Blackhawks acquire forward Taylor Hall and upcoming unrestricted free agent Nick Foligno from the Boston Bruins in exchange for defenseman Alec Regula, and Ian Mitchell. Hall, $6 million. Foligno, upcoming UFA. So Hall is the left winger to play with Bedard. Hall's back to the whole thing when McDavid came in. It's like, oh, well, we got to put them together. So now it's Bedard's turn. Hall goes from a perennial Stanley Cup contender to Chicago, who's trying to flip the script really quickly. I think it's a great trade by Chicago. And Boston, I think they're hoping more of the Vegas side, less of the Oilers side. As in, like, when the Oilers traded Hall for Larson because they needed defensemen, but really they wanted to sign Lucic to play with McDavid. Or you go the Vegas way, where you get rid of Pacioretty's contract. You're able to fill that gap and then win the Stanley Cup. I think they're going Vegas route. Yeah, because Lucic didn't work out. That's pretty cool. That's nice seeing trades. We're going to see a lot more soon. So we have the draft on Wednesday. I'm finally going to go watch the draft with a friend. My friend is a Columbus Blue Jackets fan, and he thinks they should take Leo Carlsson. And I go, yeah, that makes sense to me. He really wants Fantilli, and he hopes Anaheim takes Carlsson instead, but that's not going to happen. My top five, we're going to go through top five right now. Obviously, Bedard. Fantilli is going to go to Anaheim. Carlsson to Columbus. I would consider Michkov in like my fantasy draft. I'll probably take Michkov because I don't care. Like, he's going to be in my prospect pool for a while anyway, and he's an absolute beauty. And even if it takes a few years, that's fine. But Columbus wants something now, and Leo Carlsson is that guy. At 4, I think San Jose takes Michkov. And then 5, Will Smith is going to go 5. So that's my top 5 there. Bedard is my prediction. Bedard, Fantilli, Carlsson, Michkov, and Smith. I don't think Michkov falls to Washington. Ain't going to happen. But I'm quite trash at drafts, so I could definitely probably be wrong. Yeah, I'll probably be wrong. And then we got some trade rumors here, or signing rumors. One, we'll start with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Elliot Friedman today said William Nylander wants $9 million. Trey Living's looking to sign Ryan O'Reilly and Luke Shen. If you can get him at good deals, sure, go for it. Yes, I'm all in for that. Willie at 9, sure, as long as it's like not high 9s. Really, what I would want is 8 by 8.88, and then sign Austin Matthews as well. Would I like an 8-year deal? Yes. Do I think it's going to be about a 5-year deal? Yes, and that sucks, but he wants another big pay, and I don't blame him. Like, he's, scored the most goals in the last 3 years, or is it since he entered the league? I don't know. He's amazing. Sign the bloody guy. Here, Austin, what do you want? Take it. Willie, little under 9. Thank you very much. Handshake deal. Cool. Do it. Like, if Dubois wants $9 million and Willie wants the same, okay, fine. Steal. And you can't compare it to like Jack Hughes at 8 by 8. That's silly. He should be at like $11 million after last year. And some other guys as well. Like, you can't compare it. It's just like, wow, New Jersey, good for you. Good steal of a deal. William Nylander, market value, it's probably even down if they can get him 9, a little bit less than 9. So I'm all for it. Remember, Hayes is $7 million. Just remember that. What else? Speaking of Hayes, rumor him going to St. Louis. But Krug is holding up the deal because Krug's like, no, I'm not moving off my no movement clause to go to Philadelphia. I'll go to that dumpster fire. So it's supposed to be like Hayes and Sanheim going to St. Louis, but then there's and Konechny, I think, as well, like a big switch. And then it was like Krug and Shen, maybe back to Philly. Is it Kyrou? I'm just spitting out names now. That could be it. Is that it? That's insane. Wouldn't that be nuts? Because Kyrou just signed his big deal, and so did Krug. I'd like Konechny with the Leafs, to be fair. Hometown boy. Well, close enough to hometown. Couldn't get Bowie Horvat. Why not take his cousin? You know what I mean? Torrey Krug, yeah, nothing wrong. Reportedly exercising no trade clause. Good for him. And then there's also Tony DeAngelo getting moved back to Carolina from Philadelphia, but the trade got nixed because it's less than a year from the trade that sent him to Philly. So it might be cap circumvention, but it's could be, I guess, but it's within the rules. Like, didn't Vegas circumvent the cap within the rules and win the cup? Tampa Bay before that. Every team in the NHL that has money. Send him back to Carolina. I don't know why Carolina would want him, but okay. I don't like Tony DeAngelo. I don't rate him too high, but hey, you go for it. Carolina. Sure. Carolina also signed Jordan Staal 4 by $2.9 million. No movement clause in his first 3 years. 4th year, it's like written consent that he can be traded to the team or whatever team it is. And it's only $775K. So cool. Good deal, I guess. Got him less than $3 million. He's an older boy, but that contract is tradable if need be. Then we already talked about the Dubois thing. Rumors, could the Flyers use draft capital to move up for Michkov? That'd be something. That'd be a cool little trade there. Jonathan Toews, James Van Riemsdyk among low salary potential gambles for Maple Leafs. It's not really a gamble, is it? If it's low salary, it's just, hey, do you want to come play for us? Here, we'll give you this money. Oh, it's not working out. Okay, we'll move on from you. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I think there's got to be a Flyers deal coming. If it's not like Lawton to the Maple Leafs, Konechny to wherever. Hayes obviously looking for St. Louis, getting rid of D'Angelo. It's Philly. Exciting times. Danny Briere trying to make an impact. Will Brad Treliving make an impact with a trade? If anything, just sign Austin Matthews and sign William Nylander, and that'll do me fine. As long as they're good deals, please. Don't overpay. What is an overpay? I don't know anymore. What do you guys think of the trade so far? What do you think of the draft? What are your top 5? What's your top 10? And these rumors, are any true? Could Erik Karlsson be heading back east? Who knows? But something better happen. It's going to be an exciting time. We got the draft. We got free agency. Hopefully trades galore. We all get to boo Gary Bettman. Yes, me from the couch will be booing Gary Bettman along with everyone in attendance. Anyway, take care, everyone. Enjoy your week and go Leafs go.